All right, we're live. Fantastic. Let me just tweet this bitch out. Let's see. Do I want to do this one? This one? Oh, ditch this one. Your channel. Copy link.
And I'm ordering barbecue.
Nice.
Which channel are you on?
Going main.
Oh, this is a main channel one?
Yes,
Bold.
it is.
Let's see how many shekels you can get.
I wasn't doing it for the shekels. I already.
Said every YouTuber disingenuously.
I know, right?
Let's be real. Every fucking YouTuber is doing it for the money. There's no shame in admitting it.
Whatever.
At that point, you're just being honest.
Look, there have been times, but whatever. Fucking hell.
You know I'm right. You can't argue with what I just said.
Like, you can't. Anthony's never been like, I don't care about the money. I don't think he's ever expressed that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's not even just an Anthony thing. It's every YouTuber
We're
ever.
30
Like,
on a
every
Wednesday,
YouTuber wants the money.
whatever.
All right, so I think I'm streaming this now. Anyone else can click on it to come along for the ride.
Speaking of
Hey, guys,
Anthony,
I wanna talk-
You need to set up a Teespring store, by the way.
Okay.
God?
I'd say wait until 10K for that.
Yeah, I'm really trying not to say something anti-Semitic so I can get to today's topic today, Raven. Trying to make this an all-inclusive, everybody can hate the Predator together.
Wait, no, we can just upset another group. Teespring, they're run by filthy gypsies who are gonna steal your money and sell subpar T-shirts. Filthy bunch of
Brony, I believe somebody in the call doesn't want me shitting on gypsies, so whatever.
I pseudo disavow. I don't know fully. I'll have to revisit that one.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, doesn't Redbubble do the exact same thing?
So is anyone actually going to come along? Because I've got the stream. You click on it.
I'm watching the stream right now.
Okay, and
I'm watching the stream.
all right, go.
Talk about a lot of the stuff that's been going on online lately, whether it's through YouTube or Twitter or places like that. I've been reading a lot of your guys' comments as well, and I wanted to formally address everything. But as well as address everything, I want to talk.
What do you mean way behind?
I'm listening to me talking about gypsies when I watch the stream. Right?
Okay, watch
No, the
Anthony.
stream.
No, he's streaming
Yeah.
into the Discord, Brony, so you don't have to.
Discord, okay. Oh, watch that stream. Oh,
Yes,
shit.
very good.
Also, for
All right.
those with their bingo cards out, he is wearing the appropriate outfit for this kind of thing, and he does have the appropriate background.
Did he do the sigh? I want to know if he did the sigh.
I mean, he's
I
got the
did
neck
not
beard.
catch a sigh.
Yeah.
He does.
Does he count as a bug man? Damn it. No. Anyway. Doesn't he seem like a Nintendo fan? Anyways, play.
Oh,
about
no,
a lot of the rumors that are out there and debunk some of them too. Now that some time has passed and I've had time to reflect on everything and get a grand scope of everything that's been going on, I wanted to set the record straight. After this all came out, I
And by the way, just to warn everybody, don't expect that to happen too much.
did make a statement on this over on my Twitter, but now I think is the correct time to sit down and make a video addressing it.
So let's
Okay,
stop.
hold on. I can't. I'm sorry. I just gotta address this. He starts by saying he wants to set the record straight. Got it. Cool. Then he says, "I'm gonna set the record straight." It's like I got it again. I'm not stupid. So now he's saying that he's setting the record straight a third fucking time. I think he's just padding the runtime of a 5-minute apology.
He thinks Milady protests too much.
I was about to say,
creating
I
an
mean,
echo chamber.
it could have been worse if he could have got it up to the 15-minute mark so he could have put multiple ads on it, but whatever.
Oh, I mean,
Anyways.
I know
Even
furries
in his
who would
apology, he wants that
would
cash.
still be talking about before they get to the point.
I mean, in fairness, I think he was probably trying to get it past the 10-minute mark so he could get the multiple fucking, what's it called, the mid-roll ads.
Yeah.
But he probably just gave up on it halfway because he realized there's just not enough I can do to make this apology seem genuine, but still get hit 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, so here's his remark. Hi, everyone. Many of you are probably aware now of the allegations recently made online about my behavior a few years ago. Truth is, I didn't know till now. So, yeah, I'd like to give a shout-out to Mark Fauna for throwing this on my dresser, desk, whatever the fuck. I have read through everything that was said and shared and understand how unacceptable my actions were. I don't think he exactly explains all of it. I take full responsibility for the inappropriate text messages I sent. To the other gentleman that I'm going to be referencing a bit. He supposedly did a bit more than that. He sent his dick to fucking underage kids. I regret having said or sent anything that made anyone uncomfortable or upset. anyone underage would be what you probably would wanted to have said there, to have been completely forthcoming and honest. I am truly, deeply sorry for what I did. I absolutely should have done what was necessary at the time, that was seeking professional help. And he does say that several times in the video. Realizing that my actions were completely unacceptable and working to change my behavior from the inside out. Moving forward, well, yeah, I agree. He should be working on his behavior from the inside out, inside a prison cell.
By that I meant I watched this Pixar movie Inside Out a bunch of times.
Jesus.
I was actually thinking the same fucking thing.
Nice. Moving.
Just,
I don't want to hear
parallel
his
thinking.
inside voices. But anyways, moving forward, I fully commit to working on myself, including going to
Wait,
therapy,
he did?
rethinking, change some of my life choices, and personally apologizing to those I have harmed. I know it's hard to believe that I totally get it. I haven't given you a reason to trust me, and I know I need to earn it, but that's on me to prove to you. I know there's no righting my wrongs here, and I want to express again how sorry I am to the people that I have hurt and the fans that I have let down. I have a long road of personal searching ahead of me, so that's my focus now, and I will be back when the time is right. Take care of yourselves. Craig Thompson, Mini Lad.
He
Now-
could just not come back.
Yeah,
I
dude,
was- Go ahead.
Mind if I jump in here? There's something he said there, which is, you have no reason to trust me. Which around these parts where I'm from, the second those words exit someone's mouth, that is pretty much licensed
Today
for
is
the person you're talking to just crack him right in the face. You can get punched in the You have no reason to trust me. Oh fuck, he's untrustworthy. Get him.
Yeah, like when somebody says you have no reason to trust me, it's basically trying to like convince you to drop your guard and start trusting them. Like this fucking
you have no reason to
what's
trust
it,
me. Now that's when
reverse psychology.
that's when punches start getting thrown. It's like, oh cool, he admitted he's a piece of shit. Get him.
So he
Yeah,
said,
what they're trying to do is temper your expectations. Like, obviously, you have no reason to trust me. It's like, yeah, obviously, there's a reason for that.
so
People are telling you they don't trust you. We've expressed that. We've expressed as much. Like you
So-
admitting that is not. We haven't really gotten very far along the path.
So about a year,
Unfortunate-
looking back a year, and he said this was several years ago. That means he's gotten away with basically allegedly doing being creepy on kids. And as far as I could tell, at least looking back a year, he's made no effort to address this before, I guess, people came forward about him. So he wants to let you know, after he got busted, he chose to get therapy as a way to get away with just be like, yeah, I'm good.
His get a jail free card.
Well, yeah. I mean, isn't
You
that
know-
look? I'm
you
going
know
to
what-
therapy.
Do you know what the best therapy would be, though?
What?
The guillotine.
I got the best therapy.
Don't get me
His name
kicked
is
off
Bubba.
YouTube.
He's in cell block
Okay.
C. You'll look at him and be like, "Oh,
I'm your new
teach you
therapist.
Yeah, I know a great
Yeah,
therapist.
boy.
I
I
know.
think I got an hour of therapy just scheduled this afternoon.
Oh, we're gonna do a night.
All right, girls.
You good?
All right, you rein it in,
Oh,
Scooch.
boy.
Let me just look over here. Retro Kevin Gamer Pablo is in his P alter ego. I don't quite understand. Hi, Northbridge. North actually is, I think, the first person who tipped me off to this. He didn't leave groups. He left to go solo, and then badmouth them all. What was the name of the group this guy was part of? The Rad Shadow? No, that's not it. Mini Lad used to be associated with Vanos back then. I've had it explained to me by another gentleman, which I'll probably put up a little bit of, that Vanos is just someone entirely different that also had a group that he was part of. Here's my question. Even though Anthony is covering it from how much of a difference will it make? FNGR has about a combined 15k subs. Mini has about 6.7 million. Well, Speedy, I'm not saying that I need to be the tip of the spear on this one. If I could pass this along to anybody who's got a wider audience, this is about covering somebody who, yeah, as you said, has freaking 5.6 million fucking subscribers. Mini Lad here, also on Twitter, can reach out to as many people as 1.6 million Twitter followers.
And wouldn't talking about someone that popular potentially, that would land on more people's radars? They wouldn't necessarily have to know who FNGR is for them to hear that someone else is talking to them. It's possible that someone who's never heard of Anthony before could hear Anthony talking about this. Like it's not like all of this guy's subs can't hear when people criticize the guy. That doesn't really.
I mean,
Brony.
Make a lot of sense.
Brony. Oh, we could play Predator Bingo. Guess who follows him? Archer.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh god, it's fucking 6 degrees. I swear to God, man, they're like.
And he's down there far enough. I don't think it was a recent one. You can't get away with that shit this time.
I mean, there's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. When it comes to Predators, there's 6 degrees of Archer.
Okay, fine, Rouge, whatever.
I was about to say, there are people who follow people on Twitter just to keep a track rather than actually support them.
Yeah, didn't
Also,
you yourself
I added
say,
North
hold
because
on.
he wanted to come along.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate it. I would have invited you to
Hold on.
come, but I thought you might be busy or what have you.
Okay.
I'm currently in the middle of cooking my dinner, so... But no, I'm fine. I'm here to talk.
Excellent.
Are you cooking a posh dinner?
No, I'm not. Simply because I am British does not mean I am posh.
Wait, why is fancy? Whoa! I went away for a second, and there's like a
It's
fancy accent.
North.
This is
That's
this
what
is
I was getting
Wubcake's
at.
Boo. So what do you know more specifically about Minilad?
Well, when the big blowout from all these Twitch and YouTube users was going on, I'm sure people remember that, hundreds of people were being outed as pricks. One of them was Minilad. 2 people came forward with screenshots revealing that in private messages he had been very sexual, straight up, or showing dick, saying, "Can I come for you?" and all this horrifying stuff, knowing they were underage. Then, cut to a few months later, he's then doing anything under his belt to guilt trip them, using suicide, therapy, dead dog, relationships with other YouTubers. Aforementioned Vanos and Terrorizer was mentioned earlier. They basically stopped being friends with him because he was a drama magnet, essentially. He was just bad-mouthing them on streams. And since then, he has done a tweet saying that it was all correct. He has admitted to this, so nothing else can come out of it. He admitted it. He went away for about a month and a half, and no one heard from him. Recently, he came on with a video, not the one you've been looking at, the recent one, about 2 videos back. It's the Minecraft one. He revealed he was back in Ireland with his mum's house because he ran off like a little bitch, and said he was doing a mental health journey. It was then revealed that in his server, he's basically been telling everyone to shush about it, keep stum about it, and in a few months he'll be back to doing videos and this whole thing will be brushed under the rug. His editor, mods have all abandoned him. The victim, whose name I can't remember because I suck with names, did a video on this showing all the proof in the video. I can try and find that when I'm back upstairs.
Well, the IRA really doesn't like pedophiles, so you could let it. I mean, if it could somehow get over to them.
I thought the whole
address,
entire country of Ireland didn't like pedophiles. They didn't strike me.
I mean, I
was about to say, I don't think that's an IRA exclusive, mate.
Yeah, I know, but those are the ones that do something. They have a history of
Well, I wasn't aware that the Irish were a sit on their hands kind of people. Yeah, like I said, if that gets out over there, I can't imagine he's going to have a particularly good time, assuming that they have computers in Ireland. I'm sorry, everybody. Anthony was just on a line there.
I think the only one that's in Ireland belongs to Jacksepticeye.
Very good.
Top of the morning to you, laddies!
Don't diss them. They can probably hear me from where I am.
Indeed.
Just talk nice and whispery quiet. They won't hear.
All right, I'm streaming it to Discord for everybody who wants to come along in 32 seconds and play.
The first thing that I wanted to talk about with these allegations is I've never physically met them before, nor have I physically abused anybody across the board.
No, I'm not going to say that that's not good news, but it's weird that you have to lead out with that.
Yeah, we're clarifying this with something no one said. No one ever said you did that.
Yeah, Minilad. Most of the online predators that we cover don't have physical contact. Am I getting that wrong? Anybody?
No, that's all point.
Correct.
That's a good thing that he's telling us he didn't do something no one says he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like Striker. constantly talking about I didn't rape anyone. No one's saying you raped them. We're saying you were bloody sexual to them over Discord, you twat.
But no, he's got that out of the way. That's clear.
Okay.
That because those are serious allegations.
I'm talking about the allegations. That was what the allegations were. Nothing about him doing anything in person.
Okay. And in play.
And I wanted to put those rumors to bed. The next point that I wanted to bring up that I've seen is people wondering why I went back to Northern Ireland or what the reason that I went home to Northern Ireland was. The main reason and the only reason is that I wanted to see my family. For those who don't know, I'm not American. I'm half English, I'm half Northern Irish. I have no family here in America. I've spent most of my years living in Northern Ireland, and I only moved to America in 2016. 2020 has been a...
Well, the thing I would have asked is why specifically now, of all times, would you choose to go back to Northern Ireland? It would be... I would think exceedingly...
That.
Yeah, would think that it would be exceedingly difficult to leave the United States in these trying times, or at least more... Well, actually cheaper to travel, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy year for all of us, and with COVID it's restricted us going home and seeing our families or seeing our friends, and after a crazy year I decided to go home for 5 weeks and go back and spend time with the people who I love and trust. There is no underlying
Could you imagine if you got them sick? That'd be the cherry on top of the sundae.
I just want to say one thing. This guy is about as Irish as fucking a Shamrock Shake from McDonald's.
Very good.
Oh, people have said that all the time. Like, they constantly call him the fact that he's Irish, apparently. Because he's got, like, as much Irish in him as a fucking sheep.
So he's a Welshman. Anyways.
Reason or anything like that. That is the only
wouldn't that
reason.
make him Scottish?
With that, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is therapy. I outlined it in my original tweet back in June at the bottom, saying that I will be working on myself and I will be attending therapy from now and on into the future, and a lot of people deem that to be untrue. But
so here's what I would have suggested, I guess, or would have been a bit more fair. If he would have came back and said, here's my farewell video, I'll be leaving this up for about a week. I'll be taking down my channel after that. You're free to archive this afterwards. I'll be in therapy, and in the long-off, far-distant future, perhaps a year from now, maybe you guys will find or not find the will to forgive me. Whereas I kind of suspect he's going to come back sooner rather than later in this case.
In all his Discord servers, his constant statement was, if everyone just shuts up about it, I'll be back to making videos within 2 weeks. He's not been kind. He's been constantly talking about, if we just all be quiet, everyone else will fuck off and I'll be fine. He's been relying on people not talking about it for an extended amount of time. So this is all just bullshit.
I'll only buy his forgiveness if it comes with chemical castration.
I like that. That will definitely do.
I'm sorry, but it's a sexual orientation pedophilia, so yeah, you can't cure it with a bit of therapy. So yeah, chemical castration. Fuck the guy up.
Real quick.
Yeah.
There's a super chat from Imposter453 for $5. It says, I wonder if the people who names the stadium after him regret it yet.
Oh, they've already changed it. They've taken it down. His brands have abandoned him. He's lost everything. He's just trying to keep the channel alive. They've openly said they're renaming the stadium too.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
hilarious. He's lost everything. So I don't know why he's still trying to cling on. This isn't going away, moron.
Is it now Black Lives Matter Stadium?
Well, I looked over. If you go through his comment section, they're very supportive.
No, not as far as I'm concerned. In the other video I was on, everyone was going, "Why aren't you talking about it?"
At least he's
It
trying
seems
to
then
apologize.
he is deleted. He is deleting comments. By the way, we've confirmed he has.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's
I think
So
always
it's
fun.
not that they're support. It's not that they're supportive. It's just the fact that some bastard's going through shipping them. He's also got a list of words that if you post a comment, it's automatically hidden. So I don't think it's the fact they're being supportive. It's legitimately he's censoring it.
Do we have this list so I can get around those word filters? And
Unfortunately, I have not.
We could just call him Toon Critic.
But a lot of that would be it. But a lot of them have been. A lot of comments have been trying to use new codes. Some even were trying to use something like sprinkles to reveal it. It's a silly word, I know, but that's what they were using. But that then got put on the list. No one knows what the actual list is.
Well, you
though.
could see this
So, yeah,
here, that
it's
this
a bit
person
ridiculous.
got around it by putting a dash in there. You can pretty much tell what exactly this guy is trying to say.
Yeah, true. A lot of people were like, we don't really need to worry about the list because we're not being exactly subtle when we say you can't avoid it.
Yeah. Well, one more.
You just type a very long. You just type like a list of sentences with the beginning letter being each of the spelling out the words.
You know what? I'm not even
Epstein
sure I want this
didn't
thing
kill
ratioed.
himself kind of code. Yeah.
Do you think he's going to have the balls to keep this thing up? I kind of doubt it. Anyways, play.
But I wanted to be here on record saying that since then, I have been going to therapy every single week, and I will continue to go to therapy every single week. Some of my old Twitch mods have been leaking and screenshotting messages that I put in the mod chat where I say that after 2 weeks that I gave up on therapy. I wanted to say that this is untrue. After 2 weeks, I did stop going to a certain therapist because if you've been to therapy before, that you'll know that some therapists just don't fit your needs. So after 2 weeks...
Yes?
You want to know why he left that therapist? Because I guarantee you that therapist was like, "You're kind of a shitty person," and he's like, "I don't want to be told I'm a shitty person. I gotta find somebody else who probably is sitting there telling him it's not your fault. You're a good person. This is a problem that we have to work around."
Yeah, that's not what a good therapist ever has done ever.
Which I guarantee you, by a quote-unquote therapist. He's probably seeing somebody who is not really going to help him and is either probably shitty or he's probably going to one of those online services like BetterHelp.
Yeah, he said he's getting something. I was assuming he got something like 12 steps or some shit like that. Some kind of self-help guru. Go ahead.
No, 12 steps isn't like that's like a program.
Confirm.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
Well, I meant
but
like
for someone who's had therapy, it's bullshit. Like, you can get therapists who are like, don't mesh with you. That is true. But bullshit. No therapist is going to sit there as you say, I am a pedophile, and they're going to go, yes, let it all out. No, bullshit. He's just moved on to someone who isn't going to judge him.
That's basically, yeah, I had to call that as soon as I seen it, because it's like...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably got himself a super fan who's willing to listen to him bitch. Play.
I changed to a different therapist, and that's someone who I've been going to see every single week since. A lot of therapists, including my own, due to the social...
I'll be honest with you, when I was watching this, and I was like, I know better, but he's pretty convincing, isn't he?
Oh, he's a master at this. Like, there's been incidents with not pedophilia, but there was an incident with Terrorizer where he basically said something really shitty about mental health, according to Minnie, but it was revealed later that Brian was like, what the fuck are you doing? So he's bounced off bullshit a load. Like, the other, like, once he was like, oh, me and Brian were making up and everything. Brian's down stream going, what? We didn't even meet that day. What the fuck? He's a master at trying to, like, make himself look better. He's done this 1,000 times. Nothing on this.
He sounds a lot like Toon. It sounds like the pedophile thing was really just the last straw, and this guy should have been shown.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. I'm agreeing with you. Like, I used to watch his content a lot. I'll admit I was subscribed until this started happening. I followed him and everything. I even emailed him saying if he needs an editor. So I'm telling you, I was a big fan of him. Then I started finding out more and more, and I was like, I'm gonna stop now. And then the pedophile thing came out.
You think he's?
Everyone's bullying North for cooking.
Are you cooking spaghetti or something? That sounds like noodles simmering.
We just find out that North
sounds
is,
like burger to me.
Ramsay.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It is.
He's
It's
Gordon
2
Ramsay.
cheeseburgers. It's 2 cheeseburgers without a bun and broccoli. I didn't know you could hear it. If you'd have said something, I'd have moved away.
Oh no, I was just sitting there going, "All right, we're here with what's that dude that yells at everybody?"
Where we're going to braise the broccoli on medium heat.
My favorite comment is
good
who's cooking and doing the National Geographic voice.
That's David Bowie. We're interviewing
Just yell out
him.
that it's fucking raw. Just do that for me right now.
Raw.
It's the most certainly dead David Bowie we have on screen.
And the fucking lamb is fucking raw.
And
There we
play.
go.
Distancing measures of COVID-19 have went to a more online approach to therapy, whether it's through text or whether it's through video call, and that's exactly what I've been doing since June.
Pause.
I've
Has he
heard.
just admitted that he's on the online fucking things that we were just mocking him for about 5 minutes?
Yeah, I've been told that some people can do that. Is it valid or what?
In England, there are medical practices who have gone to online stuff. I will openly admit that. I've seen them myself. But it is quite funny that we just mocked him for being an onliner, and then 5 minutes later he openly admits that he's doing therapy online. It is quite funny.
Called it!
Go ahead. Yeah, to be fair, I did watch this one ahead of time just because I was like, I am so lost without context because I didn't know who the hell he was, and after watching it, again, if I didn't cover so many people like this, I'd have been like, I kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, no, this sounds a lot like bullshit. I've heard this before, kind of. Not with this much polish, per se.
I will say this: this is my first experience with this person. I didn't even know who the hell
Oh.
it was until you said something.
Hold up, super chat. Imposter453 again with $5. This feels like the whole Juwario situation. Makes me wonder if he distanced himself from the crew because of this, or maybe they knew.
So here's the whole thing.
No, it was nothing. The distancing happened years ago. It was when he just went solo. There's nothing more or less. He literally just stopped playing with them because he didn't like the games they were using. That's what everyone has said. He was just a ass about it.
I didn't actually know enough about Juwario. I've only caught like little snippets and people have name dropped him and stuff like that. I know that supposedly, well, I mean he's dead, so I guess I don't have to be careful about calling him a pedophile. You can't defame a dead person. Moving back to the stream.
Are you sure about that?
Legally you cannot defame. It's damage to good name, and after you're dead, that doesn't have a financial. Yeah, you could probably insult. I won't go into it.
Yeah, just ask Jimmy Savile.
Well, what good name?
Not anymore, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm doing video calls with my therapist every week.
That was a long trip when I found out about him.
So I hope that's able to clear up any confusion and.
Well, I'm not saying that I was fluent. It's just when I found out about the whole long story that he'd gotten away with it for 4 decades. Jesus. And play.
Yeah, piss me off too.
Clear the air on what's been going on there. Hey guys. I wanted to add this little bit on here at the end up, as there's been some new stuff come out on Twitter, and with this situation, I just wanted to address.
You know what he looks like? He looks like a kind of relatively skinny version of the Quartering. I just wanted to
say that,
really.
You say that, but he's fatter than he's ever been.
He's just got a really punchable face.
He kind of does.
Oh yeah, he actually has used that as a joke in some videos. But yeah, he really looks like he could really take a good punch.
Like I just want to see how big I could fucking make that nose with a good punch to the fucking schnoz.
Address it head on. The situation with the other 2 people that I said on Twitter was a situation where my behavior was unacceptable, and I understand that, and I will continue to strive to do better. This new person has come out, has talked about a camp that I did called Camp 17, where it was myself and 2 other YouTubers where we had a summer camp.
But who? Who are these other 2 YouTubers, is what I want to know.
Or for a few
I've not
days.
heard about this. This is new to me.
Oh.
To hang out with some fans. This is a summer camp where I was only around people for maybe about an hour a day. I was staying off campus at a different hotel, and everything was securely monitored.
I was like Mayor Quimby on The Simpsons. I didn't want to be around any of those people. I had to actually suck down some alcohol just to deal with you little bastards. Continuing.
The person is accusing me of a few things, so I would like to go through each point individually and debunk them respectively. The first one is a photo that has come out with me and the 2 other YouTubers that are there, where a picture of us holding her in the air has come out. This is a photo taken during a meet and greet at the very end of the summer camp. This is a situation where people are able to come in, they're able to get a photo.
So I'll be honest with you, this sounds legit. I don't have anything to the alternative of his story here. Could be, I don't want to say deflection, but he just completely derails it because I don't even know if this was a serious critique or he just sat there and said, well, I'm innocent of this one thing here. And I'm not even sure if anybody's actually...
I've not heard about this situation. It's just surprising me that this exists. There was nothing about a summer camp.
Yeah, I do think that he just randomly...
allegations.
I think he grabbed something unrelated and said, see, I'm innocent in this case. And I'm like, yeah, but is anyone bitching about that?
Oh my god.
He's done that before. He's done that before.
You said summer camp, and I just got, like, really cringy... visions of like him in like the pedophile like summer camp counselor outfit.
Jesus.
He does have a pedophile character on his channel. Pedro.
Really?
I am Uncle Pedro. Yeah, it was a big character. It was a big thing on his channel. He got rid of it a while ago, but it keeps coming back surprisingly.
Okay. That's
It was in his Gmod days.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because it was like, I am Uncle Pedro, and it's like he's just a child fiddler.
So
he's
basically
So he
cartoons
actually-
for gamers. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, play.
They're able to get 1 or 2 things signed, and then they move on. During this, she said that I asked to pick her up. For the photo, she asked if myself and the other YouTubers could hold her up for the photo, so what she's saying here is untrue. The second point she brings up is that I sat too close to her and her friends. This part's quite confusing because everyone sat next to everyone else as a part of regular scheduled programming. At no point was any of us unmonitored, as myself, the other YouTubers that were there, also the fans that were there, but there were also adults there and counselors there monitoring everything. So at no point during this entire summer camp was anybody unsupervised. The third point they bring up is they claim that I called...
Yes?
I'm sorry because a bunch of wannabe fucking drunk people in their 20s are perfect for chaperoning kids.
I was about to fucking say, what? So there was no point when someone went to take a piss, or when someone was looking the other way, or going off for a fornication. Bullshit. You can obviously get around that.
Oh God.
Call them cute and pretty. This is completely fabricated, and I did not say this. This is untrue. Like I said in the previous point, at all times during this camp, we were surrounded by camp workers and counselors to ensure the safety of myself and ensure the safety of them.
I could believe that a bunch of teenagers would want to pop him right in the face, and he's like, "Counselor, these kids are picking on me." I'm taking a piss, you beta male. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm being bullied by the kid with the Pokemon Go shirt.
And ensure the safety of everyone else. At all times, they could hear everything that I was saying, so this could not have happened. For me, I've always wanted to use my platform for good.
And if it did happen, it was their fault, right? Anyway.
I've always wanted to portray
I only did it because the fat kid fucking gave me a wedgie.
Jesus.
positive message
The
here.
speckled kid threatened to send me to the Shadow Realm.
Jesus.
And I know that there's nothing I can say right now that will change your guys' minds, and that's okay. But I hope, looking forward to the future, that whether it's in the coming weeks, or the coming months, or the coming years, that what I say right now, you can take as the truth. And what I say is this. I will be better. I will continue to use my platform for good.
Didn't he say earlier that he knew we can't trust him? He's like, I need you guys to trust me.
Yeah, I know, he's a hypocrite. I find this so funny. This whole video is him basically going, look at this one thing that I didn't admit to. Obviously, I'm not guilty there, so you can trust me again. No, we can't, you dickhead. You did the other thing.
I just
The whole thing is deflection.
See,
say one thing.
Yeah.
Pedophilia is not an answer to bullying.
I was just imagining this guy going, see, once back in 1994, I managed to walk by a child without molesting them. That makes it okay. Jesus, this fucking weirdo.
Space, this channel, this area to be somewhere that people can come in and feel welcomed, and they can leave with a smile on their face and be happy. That's all that I want.
Oh,
I'm going to continue to grow and continue to work on myself and admit
what I do makes other people happy. Oh, anyway.
Admit when I'm
The
wrong.
worst thing is this.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the worst part about this is it is confirmed he has done shit tons. That's why there's too many people. You know, it's like one good deed blinds them. He has done some genuinely good shit. That's why there are some people I don't judge because they're like, but all the good you've done. I feel bad for those idiots, but they're still idiots.
Well, what good things has he done?
He's donated. He was on the board of directors for Thirst, the Thirst project, which built wells in Africa for families that didn't have them. He's donated. There was a big shtick when he was on tour. Oh yeah, he did a tour. When he was on tour, everyone kept giving him giraffes because he bought a 30-foot giraffe on Amazon on a video once on a dare. Everyone started giving him giraffes and other stuffed toys. He took them all to children's hospitals and all that sort of thing. So he has genuinely done some nice things, and that's what's blinding. No. I'm not giving him a pass. He's a cunt.
No. I do not believe in any way, shape, or form that you can buy your way into goodwill.
No, absolutely not.
I don't.
I'm calling them idiots too, mate.
Oh no,
they're idiots for believing this.
I'm not saying just him. I just mean as a general thing.
Yes.
Using your pocketbook as a way of garnering goodwill does nothing for me, and
Agreed.
It should not do nothing for anybody. If he was being a good person isn't going, oh look, I'm giving away money or I'm giving away this thing. To be fair, what makes somebody a good person is the shit that they don't say. The shit that they do for other people that they don't, that they aren't fucking blindly doing for the masses for fucking good boy points. I'm sorry.
Agreed. I'm just saying there are people out there who do believe it. That's all I was trying to say.
All right.
But here at the end, I wanted to address the new stuff that's coming out and stick up for myself by telling the truth. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Be safe out there. I'll see you all soon. Bye.
Soon?
Go fuck yourself.
I thought he was going to take an extended fucking time
Hold
off.
on.
Yeah.
So, at least this guy had the courtesy to do a 5-minute video, not a half-hour one, of basically saying sorry without actually addressing the point, like Tune.
Did he really?
Oh, I'm telling you, he's
It's
a
the
good.
same
He's
thing,
good at
Anthony. It's the same
marketing.
thing as Tune's video, except he did us the courtesy of 5 minutes versus a half hour.
He's got great time management skills. I'll give him that.
Well, you know, I mean, if it was a half an hour, I mean, that would have given us like at least another like hour of material on top of that.
Well, there's the guy who ended up covering him on this. If you'd like to move on to that. All right.
All right,
I mean, we got
fellas,
a half
so
an
I'm
hour out
so
of 5
sick
minutes.
of all of my childhood YouTubers becoming pedophiles. Every time I look back on my childhood and see where they
Skip
are in
ahead.
today's topic, Mini Lad.
Yeah, we get it.
On your head, he was one of the main members of that group. And if you don't know what Vanoss Gaming is, it was basically a group of gamers that would play games and upload it onto YouTube. They mainly played like Gmod and stuff, but generally it was just this group of gamers,
Moving ahead.
tiny wee to them. It really was disgusting
Oh, here we
because
go.
he was literally manipulating minors into doing things they didn't want to do. When you have this whole adult versus child dynamic, of course the adult is gonna have more power, especially when it comes to pedophilia. If an
This game
adult
looks
is
terrible.
The what?
This game looks terrible.
Well, it's kind of a meme game from what I understand. It's the
Keep
first
going.
time. Yeah, it's the first time I've actually seen Roblox.
talking to a child
wonder-
in a sexual way.
What?
I was gonna say, since Mars in chat, I was going to point out that our boy Striker likes to put himself on the same pedestal as Mini Lad. Let's see how that worked out.
Yeah, I fucking.
Are we gonna have a future video lined up?
What for fucking Striker? You keep
I know
telling me
I'm
more.
working on one.
You keep telling me more and more people keep coming forward. So
Yeah. We got another victim coming forward
What-
today. I need
what-
to give that link to Mars
what's
real
the
quick.
what's the account? How many people are fucking have come forward for Striker? 17?
This will be, I think, 17. Yeah.
It's sad that I actually kept up with that. So I am paying attention. I wonder how many fucking victims Mini Lad has. Continuing.
The adult is automatically on top because, well, it's an adult. Adults naturally have more power than children. That is why pedophilia is illegal. Now, at the
Now we got the
100% true, as Mini Lad came out and confessed to it. A couple of months ago, he released a statement on Twitter basically saying, yeah, I am in fact a pedophile. Now, this was a couple of months ago, and obviously I'm not trying to report this story like it's a brand new thing, but my problem right now is how many people have already forgiven him, and the fact that he still has a platform. Many of his fans have
So that was the part I was a bit concerned about when I was listening to this, when he said how many people had forgiven him. Is it just the random kids? Now that's still a problem for obvious fucking reasons. But like, is anybody with any significant pull forgiven Mini Lad?
You mean anybody, you know, that has a concept of object permanence?
Did what's his name leave? Oh, North is still here. Yes, I guess he's muted and eating. I was hoping that he might be able to fill in there. Yeah, someone with a channel of like 100,000, 10,000, or 1,000,000 subs trying to go to bat for Mini Lad. That would be the concern I would have. Welcome back, Satan.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Las Santanas.
No, you're not.
I mean, I got to go eat some food, so I'm
Very
not
good.
really.
No, you're fine. Well,
We should order food at some point.
in my head, I'll just believe that you fucking drove to North's house and stole his food. Anyways.
I might do that.
Yeah, maybe. Continuing on.
already said, yeah, we forgive you, and we will 100% support pedophilia with you. Now, I'll go more into that in a second, but first of all, I just gotta say, I usually do not support deplatforming.
I'll be honest with you, he did such a job when I was reading through the comments, and I was like, am I the dick here? Am I being the asshole for fucking saying, wait a minute now, nobody else gets away with this shit, what the fuck?
You're never
I think
the
it's really
asshole for that.
fucking stupid to censor people that you just disagree with, and I think
I mean, it wouldn't change my decision, I just wanted to know if I was being an asshole. Like, I'd like to brace for it.
have the right to voice your opinion on the platform, and that shouldn't be taken away from you. However, Mini Lad is different. He's used his platform to literally commit crimes. I think the second that you use your internet persona to
See, I don't... I'm me being nitpicky. Like, if somebody did this and basically, I don't know, if you did some other kind of shit that didn't endanger kids, I mean, what? I don't even want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna live and have that point and move on.
To commit crimes, you should be deplatformed, especially when it comes to pedophilia. See, Minilad's fan base is mostly children, and see, it's like having a sex offender becoming the principal of a school. There's a reason why convicted sex offenders can't be by children. So why do we have a—
Wait a minute, that just occurred to me.
Unless you're in California.
I don't see a join button, so he might not be monetized. That's a good sign.
Indeed.
Like I told you, everything was being taken off him.
Oh. Well, I didn't know if YouTube or, Aunt Susan actually got off her ass for a change. Continuing.
leading a fan base of millions of children? The hypocrisy of YouTube bewilders me, because they recently suspended Leafy for saying that they didn't like a female Twitch streamer, but they allow a to lead millions of children? Jesus Christ. And yes, Minilad should be criminally charged for sexually harassing minors. And that's not to mention, he sent his little wee-wee to them too. Why is he not in jail?
I was away to keep people silent, and I feel so bad for sticking up for him when knowing the shit he has done. In fairness, yes, I was a kid. I was a fucking kid.
I want that hat.
Who does that? Who fucking... You have to be some type of evil to use your mental illness to keep people quiet. There were so many times I was so terrified, I almost reached out to some of his friends to talk to him.
See, the funny thing is, till now I always just thought that meant someone was a gigantic Titanic asshole to use it. Evil. I'm gonna have to think on that, actually. Sounds appealing.
But I was so afraid he was gonna be mad at me. I was afraid he was gonna do something to himself if I did say something. It's rough. It's really, really rough.
It confuses me that Minilad still has a platform, is still being promoted by YouTube, and hasn't faced any legal consequences. Fuck, he's probably the executive producer for Cuties. And this is all not to mention that his fanbase, his actual fan base of children are forgiving him. Of course, on this newest videos, the like to dislike ratio is pretty cancer, but dear God, do some of the comments disappoint me. Minnie, I hope you're okay. Shut up. I hate pedophiles with a passion. Fucking arrest me. I don't like criminals, alright?
So yeah, this link to this video and channel, please subscribe, fucking memify, and go like this video and spread this information around. It warms my heart to see that at least somebody out there managed to get 100,000 fucking views for this. I hope fucking that continues.
I'm seeing too much people talking mean. Craig here dis is not cool in my opinion. He's amazing. What? Does he not understand that if Minilad got the chance he would touch this kid's wee-wee? I understand that some people do deserve a second chance, but Minilad does not. I don't know if you guys are aware about the whole Terrorizer situation where like Minilad was preventing Terrorizer from seeing his friends just because Terrorizer made some jokes that Minilad didn't like. And keep in mind that these friends never see each other because they all live in different states or countries. But Minilad prevented Terrorizer from seeing his best friends because, oh, he made some jokes that I didn't like. So then Terrorizer wouldn't be able to see his best friends for another few years.
But on the next day, the group decides to get dinner together because these guys live in different countries and different states. They don't see each other in person a lot. So Minilad decides he's going to be the one to make reservations, and he invites everyone, except for Terrorizer and his girlfriend. Apparently, Minilad was so upset with how Terrorizer was behaving that one night, and decided to prevent him from seeing friends he doesn't get to see him.
So, again, not a doctor, this is just one of my takes here. I think that someone chose people like Toon, people like Minilad, are people who just are like, it's one more thing I can get away with. That's just my hot take. What do you think?
No, I agree, because certainly he has done very shitty things in the past and no one's called him on it, and it has inflated his own self-importance to the point where he thinks he can just blow people off. It's just how he thinks. And there's something I point out, those Terrorizer jokes, I think they were confirmed to actually not be what he claims they were as well, so even he's lied on that too, just to make his point. Because he claims they were mental health jokes towards Minnie.
Yeah, fuck him.
But then everyone else, he agreed, but everyone else then went, he didn't make a joke like that towards you. What are you talking about? So then Minnie just went off on his own again, but he got away with it. and now he thinks he can just do it again, which happened again. Another Terrorizer situation, claimed they were patching things up, and Terrorizers, they're like, I didn't even know we were talking. So he calls it bullshit, and then the pedophile thing came.
Jesus. I wonder if Terrorizer ever responded about that. Anyways.
Not the pedophile thing, but he has replied to the rest. But but the fact that all his mods and everything are left, even his editor has left him. Everyone has left Mini. I don't think he's got anything left now in terms of his team. So I think Terrorizer will make a point, but I think he himself has said he doesn't want to. Like someone, I'm not going to name them because I don't think they're important to this, but they did a one-off statement saying some people won't come forward and comment on this because in their eyes, it's not their problem, which I don't agree with as a basis. But then there were some people who just said it was obvious they condemn, and like they've done like that stuff, like little things like that. Oh, I just condemn him, we're done with him, because they were already done with him then. They don't really feel like they have to condemn him now, if they know what I mean. Which I don't agree with, but that's the sort of mentality that's going out there. Like, we weren't friends with him already. Why are we having to comment on him?
If they have the voice and they have the pull, that they can sit there and warn people, especially if you guys share some of the same fans. If you care, if you care about your fans, I mean, at the very least, I'm not saying that you have to raise them and all that shit, but maybe there's a couple kids out there, if you care the bare minimal, do the bare minimal, you might be able to keep them from being molested. I'm not asking for people to move mountains. Just the bare minimal, for Christ's sakes.
Terrorizer admitted that he would have apologized if Minilad brought this to his attention. Yeah, if Minilad wasn't being such a petty little bitch, maybe this whole thing could have been avoided.
And then Minilad gave the dumbass excuse of, oh, well, my dog just died. You have to feel sympathy for me. I'm going through a lot. And then Terrorizer responds with, yeah, my dad just died. If Terrorizer, while experiencing the effects of his father's death, can keep it more composed than you can, that's really saying something. God damn it, I apologize for ranting again, but let's just read the next comment. I love you, Mini. Yeah, I'm sure he loves you too, buddy. In fact, I'm sure Minilad more than loves you, dude. Mini, I really don't care what the other people say. I support you. How? I bet my left nut that the kid wrote this comment, but god damn it, man. How are kids forgiving Minilad for molesting kids? Have kids...
I would expect kids to make dumb mistakes. It's part of being a kid.
I'm not surprised.
I mean...
because, fans get really fucking crazy at times.
Again, I've beat this one to death constantly, but if you're a parent and you have your kid online and you're not keeping an eye on them, or at least going through their subscribers or maybe their friends lists, your kid at the very least might have the wrong opinion on some. And when I say wrong opinion, I'm not necessarily saying you have to sit there and make sure your kid better have the right, blah 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 about like politics or religion. I'm saying like, don't have him around people that are gonna hurt him. Isn't that like basic parenting?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Also, just as a heads up, I think I'm reading here that Terrorizer has on his stream said, "Look out against Mini," so he has been actually raising awareness.
Well, that's
I
good.
just can't seem to find the actual. I'm trying to find the clip as we're talking.
Well, I mean, I already seem to like this Terrorizer individual just because Mini hates his ass so much. So.
Oh, he's great. Terrorizer is legit great. You love him.
By default, without ever hearing anything about him. He already sounds pretty fucking cool, honestly.
About this Terrorizer, Mini hates him. I already love him.
That's a ringing endorsement.
It's lost all common sense nowadays. This is kind of turning out to be a little bit of a rant. I apologize, but I just wanted to kind of express my anger towards this whole situation because it's really bothering me seeing kids just forgive this guy. He should be charged for sexually harassing minors. He should be banned for using his platform to sexually harass minors. And his fan base of kids need to stop forgiving him and move on to other creators. There are plenty of other people out there that aren't.
So, like, I know this isn't exactly related, but I do feel that I'm kind of at a loss why, especially since Minnie admitted to it, why his channel is still permitted to still be up.
Well, you gotta realize you're talking about YouTube, which also has, what is it, Pollution Productions, which is that YouTuber that was like killing cats. He's
Okay,
still
let's
on there.
let me just go with my crackpot theory about that. I mean, Susan being, an annoying leftist from California. Okay, I've made it about politics, but this guy's an annoying white guy. Why can't she stick it to him? It'll be okay. I won't even bitch this time.
I mean, to be fair, they still let Shane Dawson hang out.
They at least I guess they demonetized this guy too, but I mean they crippled the shit out of Shane at the very least. Is he still making shit?
Not to what I know. But as far as I'm
Not
concerned,
sure.
their mentality is, well, if we've crippled their income, what else do we have to do? Which I don't agree with, but at least they are crippling his income.
Yeah, but
Really? Because does he still have Patreon?
I didn't see
Mini.
Patreon.
I'm not. Let me look into that.
Here.
He has no Patreon as far as I'm concerned. I didn't know if you were asking about him or not, though.
Well, let's see. Facebook. He does have a Twitch. How can you tell if they have like a partner or whatever?
I'm not sure.
He has 700,000 followers on Twitch. So, let's see. There's an awful lot of videos.
So Dr. Disrespect gets banned for for
They put him
for
back on,
reasons
didn't they?
unknown.
Oh.
Dr. Disrespect gets banned for reasons unknown, and this asshole still is on Twitch. What the fuck? What the absolute fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Agreed.
I found a Patreon that's doing his content, but it's like a compilation. So I'm not sure if it's his like thing under like a different name or something like that.
And what's it make?
Let's see. God, they have. I'm bad at looking into this kind of thing. I can pass along the link though.
Yes, please.
I mean, he still has his clothing line, unfortunately. God, could you imagine being a kid wearing this asshole shit?
I don't want to.
He had entire auditoriums of people wearing it.
Fucking hell. Still to this day?
I'm not saying
No,
that's
you're
him, but
So does that explain why all the pants have buttons on the back?
Play.
And won't sexually
That's a
harass
great
you
place
if
to
they
pick
got the
back up.
chance. Minilad deserves to be charged and banned off of this platform. And I'm sorry for not liking pedophiles. I know there's gonna be like the heavy social justice warriors in the comments saying pedophilia is a sexuality. Why aren't you accepting the new trend of 2020? I will.
I think we got the point here. I concur with pretty much everything he has to say here. Or, no, I straight up agree. I think
I'm gonna
concur
say-
is begrudgingly. But good.
The Renegades, no, I used to work with the Renegades. They're not associated with.
okay,
Mainland.
cool.
I'm
The
just gonna
mainstream
say 5
compilation
out of 10.
25 is what they've reacted to. The Renegades are a reaction channel.
Oh,
So they
sweet.
react
Okay.
to Mainland. I used to work for them. I can vouch for them.
Okay.
I've been
Sweet.
everywhere.
I hadn't even seen it yet, so.
I just saw like Minilad meme compilation. I was like, this is probably nothing, but it also could be something.
It's very badly written, I'll admit that. But no, they're reacting. Why are they reacting
Okay,
to
cool.
Mainland?
I will say that. Oh, hi, Cass. Good to see you there.
Oh no, this was 2019.
I love waking up to the smell of burning YouTube in the morning. Yeah, I'm assuming Cass has already heard about fucking Minilad's crazy ass by now. It's a channel with 400,000 subscribers where somebody.
I don't mean to be rude, but I was surprised by the fact that you didn't.
No idea. How do I put this? I don't really know like the.
Anthony is somewhat of an adult.
No, I don't like when people throw out names and it takes me a while. Like, obviously, I'll know a PewDiePie or a Jacksepticeye, but if like people immediately around me aren't like throwing these YouTube pop culture names at me, I don't like seek them out.
No, I mean because I thought this would have crossed your desk. Someone would have mentioned it to you or something like that. That's what I mean. When the drama occurred.
Yeah, the Brony
drama,
Markfana mentioned it to me, and she was like, "Oh, him saying therapy thinks he lets him off the hook or something like that."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
the top two links, Cass, are basically Minilad's quote unquote clarification video, where he basically tries to say, "Oh, I'm seeing therapy. I'm explaining everything bad," which he does a really shit job of. The other one is where basically someone calls him out and explains he sent nude pics, which you don't find from him, to a bunch of kids. Apparently, been 2 years now. Okay, good to know.
Jesus.
Oh, I guess I'm not hip, Viero. Oh, fuck. But I went back through Minnie's channel, and I didn't see him address this in fucking over a year. At least going back.
Did.
He did?
Minilad made a video. I made a tweet about it and made a video. That is, if you're on his Twitter, if you're on his YouTube, it's disguised as a Minecraft video.
Okay. Is it is it recent or what?
It's his. If memory, I'm only going because I based it on that. Let me get it up.
All right.
Minecraft, but all the mobs are me.
Okay, I got it.
The 3 weeks ago one.
All right.
It starts with him trying to explain himself.
How's it going? Hope you're doing good. First thing you probably noticed.
It's an awful lot of downvotes.
This is the background.
This was his back video. This is why everyone was pissed off, because this was his first video back, and everyone was like, "What? You can't ignore this, dickhead."
Yeah.
The very first comment is gulag with him.
In my old studio. For those of you who've been around for a while, you know this is the place that I had before I moved to America. This is back in my parents' place. For the last month or so.
Oh, he is a bug man. He has Funko Pops.
You may have noticed that I've been away. I've been back at my parents' place. I moved back. I didn't move back to Northern Ireland. I wanted to come back to Northern Ireland. I went on this mental health journey. I realized that there's a lot going on in the world. And I know I just need to step away, and I know I just need to take care of myself. My mental just took a turn for the worse, and I know I needed to get back. I needed to be...
He looks so guilty when he keeps looking around like that. Is it just me?
Yeah. Yeah, he can't keep eye contact with the camera itself.
Also, go ahead.
The reason why that is when you see somebody, when he's speaking to the camera, he's avoiding eye contact because it is equivalent to looking at a person in terms of body language. When you can see that with different YouTubers, and it tells whether they're guilty or they're lying or not, because they don't want to make eye contact, because that's a powerful thing. If you're not lying, you will keep eye contact with somebody, or you'll keep contact with the camera because you are asserting your position. It's a strong stance. When you're avoiding eye contact, when you're looking around, it is a dead giveaway tell that you were avoiding the situation.
I could swear
You're
Shane
trying to
Dawson
avoid the
managed to
situation.
eyeball the camera, but then again, continuing.
Be around the ones who I love.
Correct.
I wanted to work on myself, my mental health journey. I got myself into therapy for the last month, and it's been incredible. It really has. This has been something that I've been putting off for years because I wanted to make sure work was okay, and I kept up with work, and I just put myself on the back burner, and it made me finally realize that I can't do that anymore. I'm back in Northern Ireland. I'm back with Familiar. I'm back with the Coke curtains, for those of you who remember that. Which, by the way, awful curtains. As far as curtains go, awful curtains.
The way his mouth is moving is just uncanny valley to me, to where like the audio is coming through. It's just creepy looking.
It's been nice. Reconnecting with my...
Try skipping ahead.
10 years old from whenever I was living in Singapore. All of a sudden, but I needed to do something about me. And just let everything out and understand why I took a step away. Being a YouTuber is the best job I could ever have, making sure, and I was so focused on making sure that you guys were, and take time away from everything. It's a journey that never truly ends. You know, I've come to the realization that no one is ever perfect. On walks again and going outside, admittedly I stopped.
I skip ahead, and each time it's this bland, banal, non-explanation.
That's why
It feels like I'm listening to a press release from EA.
It's all me, and it's just like, talk about something else besides yourself. I understand this is you coming back.
I'm finding my roots again. Like I said before, I'm back in therapy.
I want to take a dig at him and compare him to somebody else, but I don't want to put that evil on somebody else.
And say this, the reason why he's saying this, the reason why he keeps saying it's him, because, and he's talking about therapy, is because he, at this point, is trying to diffuse a situation that he knows is boiling up, and so if he can keep saying that he's in therapy, it can be used later on as a defense. Well, no, I went to therapy, I did this, I did that. And the thing of it is, you can tell through. I bet even as you've been skipping ahead, you can tell by his cadence, the fact that his shoulders are drooping, the fact that he is avoiding eye contact, that he means absolutely none of this, and that he really does. He's just trying to avoid facing up to whatever that. At this point, we wouldn't know what the next video is, but he's trying to avoid whatever situation is actually happening behind the scenes, which we all know
definitely.
now what it is.
Being able to spill everything onto her and being able to look at life from a different perspective, or perspective that I wish I knew, throughout my entire life. Thank you everyone so much who's been reaching out and sending me encouraging messages. It's good to be back in. Hello, buddy.
Alright, I've had enough of that.
Yeah, no, it goes on to a video completely separate. He literally just shoved it at the beginning of a video that he normally would do.
Jesus.
Again, that's what pissed everyone off.
His audio is just really like garbagey sounding and really uncanny valley. The entire time I was watching that I was just cringing.
At least it didn't seem like he edited this one, it looks like. Mental health, is that what they're calling it now?
Boy.
Grab your mental health journey. Man's out here. Man doesn't deserve his platform. Oh boy, I got my popcorn ready for when this blows up. Oh, Jesus. Ah, Christ.
Well, at least we know the people who stuck around and still following him are the stupid kids, which is a terrible thing to know, but at least we know, like, people who, like, are cognizant of the fact that he's fucking creepy are getting the fuck out, and we can assist the other people in getting the fuck out. I guess.
So is he basically just Minecraft community?
One could say that.
Huh?
He does do a fair bit of. He does do a fair few Minecraft videos.
Jesus.
Why is it always the gamers?
I mean, Basher is the start that I remember.
God.
I think people need to find better YouTubers like Michael Reeves. He's fucking awesome.
Someone who streams on a regular. I mean, if you really need to see Let's Plays, go watch Lazy Purple on Twitch or whatever. Who else would I recommend?
That sounds good.
Yeah, he does like the TF2 How It Feels series. Who else would I recommend? Who do you watch?
No, you gotta go with Michael Reeves, man. I mean, he just recently built a baby with laser eyes. Come on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's good.
You know what? I'm gonna take a quick peek. I'm not gonna click on anything. Let's just see what the channel looks like. Michael Reeves.
Reeves. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see.
This guy's awesome.
Okay. Build a baby doll.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna sub this, and I'll come back to it later. But I definitely am curious about the baby with laser doll eyes. That's an interesting. He's very 1980s. I think Bernie Inspector would like this guy.
he also scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
He built a surgery robot too.
Okay. What could
Awesome.
possibly go right?
Think of like mad scientist mixed with Filthy Frank. Pretty awesome.
Oh, I thought there already was a dude like that called Nerd. What his name is? You know what I'm talking about?
Nerd Rage?
No, he's a million sub or some shit like that. He like does like big fucking breakdown shit. I'm trying to. It's Nerd City. That's it.
This guy's better.
Okay, good to know. All right, I think we've come to the end of it, and I'd like to thank everybody for showing up. Unless anybody has anything they'd like to add before we take off.
If somebody donates shekels, he'll stay on for 5 more minutes.
I wasn't trying to make it about money. Oh wait, Rouge, I love you. I love you too, Rouge.
Yeah, I did that before Rabbit said that. I do not count it towards the 5 minutes.
I was seconds away from saying what you mean.
I was assuming that we were going to play a game after we got out of stream.
Yes, please.
Excellently. I've been playing Grim Dawn with the missus. I don't even know how long we were on, like 3-4 hours maybe?
God, last week it was like we were on for, I want to say like 8 hours, and yesterday I feel like we were around like 6 or so hours.
I mean, we got through 3 acts, so...
Yeah.
Jesus.
We're kicking ass in the game.
Woo. Oh, I'm just saying woo to
Indeed.
kicking ass.
Highly
Yeah,
recommend
been
Grim Dawn. It's
fun
very
night.
cheap and affordable, and it's not always online like Diablo.
Nice.
All right. So I will end the stream. I'd like to thank you all coming out, especially you,
Yeah,
North,
thanks for inviting me.
and you too, Satan. Someone clip that where Anthony thanks Satan.